Good morning, everyone. This is Tony Butler with Insurance Agency Marketing Services. I am the Life Sales Director here, and I want to thank you guys for joining our webinar. Today's webinar is going to be with Paul Garofoli. He is one of our internal contacts here for National Western Life, and we're going to be talking about some opportunities with National Western Life. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items I'd like to bring up, and we'll kind of blow through these because we do have quite a bit of material to discuss today. So first and foremost, here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services, we understand agents' business relies on referrals, as do ours. So we like to reward those agents that provide referrals, meaning you refer an agent to us. Once that agent does get appointed with any of the carriers that we work with, we do provide you, the referring agent, a $50 referral bonus. Any subsequent business that they submit, we provide you with 20 basis points on that business. It doesn't take away from their commissions. It's just a nice little bonus for you, saying thank you for providing us with that business. If you have any questions regarding the IAMS Business Builders, please don't hesitate to give me a call. We also have New Producer Builder. Our New Producer Builder is set up for those agents that get appointed in the first 180 days. We do have 5 different levels. This is production based, so we have a $100,000 level, 250,000, 500, 750, and $1 million. And we do provide different services for you based on those levels. So if you need specific information in regards to our New Producers Builders, please give me a call. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. We also offer you back office support. What that means is we like to help you work smarter, not harder. So we do have business building tools available for you. One of the big things that I like to let everyone know is paperless contracting. That is huge. If you've ever filled out appointment paperwork for a carrier, you know that can be some painstaking task there. So we do offer paperless contracting available for you. We offer submissions to commission support for you and forms at your fingertips. In today's climate, a lot of agents are asking how are they getting in front of their clients, how they're doing applications. And what we're having right now is a lot of conversation in regards to web access to do apps. So one of the platforms that we use is Firelight. You can access Firelight through our IAMS website. Currently, on the left here, these are the carriers that are available. If you haven't gotten registered, give us a call. We can walk you through getting registered. But the carriers here to the left are the carriers that you can submit applications through the Firelight platform. Coming soon are the carriers to the right. So again, if you have questions regarding Firelight, if you're using Firelight and you need some help with that, please give us a call. We can help you with that. We do have a creative marketing solutions department, and that creative marketing solutions department helps you whether it's turnkey, agency, or digital solutions. So what that means to you as an agent is we can help with professionally written newsletters or postcards. We can help you with logo designs. In fact, I was talking to an agent earlier today, and we're helping him redesign his logo. We can help with business cards. If you're looking to get in the digital marketing space, we can help with personal website, digital marketing strategies, things like that. So if you have questions regarding creative marketing, please give us a call. We'll get you over to one of the guys over in our creative solutions department. IAMS website is a 24/7 website. Now, I had mentioned a few slides back about Firelight and submitting apps through Firelight. You can also do e-apps through IGO on our website. So we give you the opportunity to do that for you life agents. We do provide you the ability to run term quotes or guaranteed universal life quotes. There's a plethora of information available on the website, excellent sales tools that are available. You can get to our website by putting in your browser www.iamsinc.com. If you need assistance as far as navigating through the website, give us a call. Be more than happy to help you with that. We also provide a retirement analyzer um, for agents to help with their clients. Now, what the analyzer does, it answers questions for the client, such as, can I continue my present standard of living into retirement years? When can I retire without running out of money? How would it affect my family if I were to die prematurely? The analyzer we do offer on a 30-day free trial basis. Um, Going forward from that, we do offer it free if you produce annual premium of 250,000 in annuity or 250,000 in single premium life. If you have questions on the cost or would like to see the analyzer, please give us a call. One of our sales directors would be more than happy to go through that. I would like to point out Marcus Solar, who is one of our annuity sales director, is a subject matter expert on this. You can reach out to Marcus directly, and he'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. We also have IAMS Wealth Management Team. The Wealth Management Team is there for you, the agent, to help your clients that have, we like to say, a higher net worth, um, more investment opportunities, more investment assets, uh, I should say. So this department can help you increase your revenue, improve client retention, strengthen client relationships. IAMS Wealth Management is headed up by Charles Jr. If you have any interest in the IAMS Wealth Management team, uh, please give that team a call. They'd be more than happy to help you. Again, Charles Jr. Heads up the department, so anyone in that department can help out with any questions that you have. We also have the Annuity Life and Annuity Academy. It's a 2-day training which includes sales ideas from some of our top producers. We talk about advanced annuity sales topics, large life case marketing. We did have one that's scheduled for May 6th through the 8th. Not quite sure if that's going to go down because of the current climate that we have with COVID-19. However, we do have additional information that we can provide you in regards to the Life and Annuity Academy, just so that you know this is an academy that IAMS pays for. So we pay for your travel, your lodging, and your food. I do have a polling question in regards to the academy. So if you're interested in getting additional information, we can definitely get that out to you. I've got that question up. Uh, just take a look at that. And here, I'll leave that open for a little bit. Make sure to get everybody to respond that wants to respond. Keep it up for a few more seconds. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close that down. Lastly, there's a few trips that are on the books. The first one is IAMS Athene 2020 Marketing Summit that is scheduled for August 26th through the 29th of this year. The invitational period is July 1st of 2019 through June 30th of 2020. For more details, give us a call. Then we have the Paradise on the Pacific. That's the IAMS Marketing Summit for 2021. That is scheduled for March 7th through the 11th of 2021. Qualification periods of July 1st of last year through December 31st of this year. Qualifications requirements are 3.5 million points. For more information on that, give us a call. Then we have the Shores of Serenity, which is also in 2021. That's March 11th through the 14th of 2021. Qualification periods are the same time period, July 1st of last year through December 31st of this year. Minimum qualifications for this trip is 6.5 million points. Instant qualifications you see here, 8.5 million, qualifies you for both trips. So for more details, please give us a call. And with that, Mr. Garofoli, you there?
I am indeed, Tony. Holy mackerel. I'm looking at those beach pictures, man. The most exotic destination I've gone to is Walmart. So, man, that's amazing.
I hear you. I hear you. Let me go ahead and switch this over to you. Okay. All right, I have your
Okay,
screen
we're
up.
just about there. Okay, one more step, and we will be ready to go here. All right, fantastic. Well, hello, IAMS Nation. Like many of you, I'm working remotely with National Western Life, and I'm so pleased to be with one of the preeminent independent marketing organizations in the country, Insurance Agency Marketing Services, in the irrepressible Tony Butler. We're all working from home. He's actually in the office today. So thank you, Tony, for being essential to what everyone needs and what everyone needs to do. So we're going to talk about what I think is very relevant in this time, and it's relevant at any time. This is National Western Life's lead product. So I'm going to give you an overview of the product, some ideas on prospecting. We will talk about new business procedures as well, and how this could be a perfect market recovery tool. And namely, for those people that have funds on the sidelines, or maybe have had funds impaired, but the ultimate purpose of those funds was either for the inevitable rainy day, man, did the rainy day come, or for legacy purposes, or for funding for home health care and long-term care. This is the next generation product, and I think you'll see how that is. This is an index product. A lot of times people ask me about whole life, and it's like, what I want to share with you, if you like the whole life concept, what I'm here to offer you through IAMS is all the guarantees, all the certainty of whole life, except better interest. That's pretty good. Is this the perfect time for the perfect product? It may be. We're talking about wealth transfer, estate creation, funding maximization. There's an advent, we kind of forget about this in the current environment, but all kinds of best interest, fiduciary standard is returning in some form or fashion, and it will eventually touch upon the insurance license only agent. I ultimately think that this may be the best interest product that you can have. We have annuity commission suppression. Very, very difficult to make a great living at annuities. Commissions are coming down. The commission on this is really strong. Not everyone annuitizes or incomatizes, but everybody dies. And along the way, 70% get sick or hurt. There's certainly a heightened awareness of need, and certainly if people had money set aside for future purposes and they were exposed to the risk in the market right now, there is an opportunity for market recovery. So who are we talking about, man? Well, we're talking about anybody age 45 that has some money on the sidelines, some money which they want to enhance for the express purposes of leaving a legacy, creating a estate, creating tax-free benefits to their spouse or to their loved ones, and for their own purposes for funding long-term care and home health care. This is a perfect combination of benefits in this product platform. So who's a candidate? I like to say the not interested, meaning people that are not earning interest in their fixed accounts. And man, that's going to be legion now. We've seen the decrease in the federal funds rate, and all rates will eventually follow that. A 1% rate on our minimum rate on annuities, I thought, oh man, that's, what can we do with that? Well, that's like really good. But we're talking about rates greater than that, 8 to 10 times better than the minimum interest. So the interest potential on this product is great. How about RMD complainers? People that are getting their RMDs. These are your clients. If you have an insurance license, you have prospects right now. RMD complainers. Do you have people that complain about getting RMDs? Why am I getting a check from the insurance company, from the brokerage company? Well, you're 70 and a half, now 72, thanks to the Secure Act, but now you have to take a distribution. I don't need the money. What can I do with it? So those are people that have some purpose beyond themselves for those funds. Withdrawal refusers, same thing. We have these great withdrawal benefits built into a lot of annuities. Maybe 60 to 70% of all annuity contracts written have these great income riders, and yet only 15% or less are triggering them. Why? Because in their mind, those funds may not be for income, but for some other higher purpose for somebody else. Man, how about this? Nursing home orphans. My wife is one of these, meaning her mom had a turn, went into assisted living, passed away from a stroke, and she recognizes the shortfall in our own financial planning for that unexpected but very strongly possible need, and we're actually taking steps to correct that. She's buying one of these this week. Informal caregivers, the same thing. People that are taking care of their parents, either at home or going to their parents' house, they understand the impact of an adverse health event. Not something that puts somebody in the nursing home even, but allows them to stay at home, but they still need care. They understand the need to have the ability to fund for that. Windfall earners, people that get money, either as a legacy in particular from that last generation to this generation, great candidates for that. And then, a lot of times when I talk to agents, there's a population of agents that are heavily involved in final expense, Medicare SUP, Medicare sales. And the people that you're talking to are great candidates for this product as well. I kind of call it final expense on steroids, more benefit, more upside potential, in a relatively modest initial face amount. Our minimum face amount is $25,000. I know in the final expense marketplace, you're looking at 10, 15, but even 20, 25, and even 50,000 in face amounts that people pay, a pretty healthy premium for over time. Why not upgrade your practice for those people that have additional money on the sidelines? It's kind of like a final expense on steroids with better returns and better benefits. Pretty powerful in that regard. What are the sources of funds that we typically see? CDs, money market, money on the sideline. I was reading in light of all the challenges and turmoil in the marketplace, and even though interest rates are at all-time lows, there is a parade of funds going into fixed accounts, bank accounts, money market accounts, paying nearly nothing. Here's a great way to liberate those funds and have them do more, be more muscular for your clients. Mutual funds, obviously, holy mackerel. Funds not needed for daily living expenses. Rainy day funds. Here's a great service you can provide people. Lapsed or threatened life policies, whether it's a indexed life, whether it is a variable life, whether it is a universal life in particular. What you see is that those policies may have bought on the prospect that payments could stop or they could self-fund the payment, and those policies can perform, but, were they performing at the projections of the 80s or 90s or early 2000s? This sequence of returns that we're seeing can have a great impact on the viability of life insurance policies. And you have people in their 60s or 70s that have to consider lapsing those policies because they can't afford renewed premiums or ongoing premiums. You can take the remaining cash value in those cash value policies and lock in a forever guaranteed, truly guaranteed policy that can perform over time. Really strong there. Now to the market recovery possibilities with this product. I call single premium life, and by the way, this is a life insurance product, and all of the good things that happen with this product happen because of the leveraging of life insurance. I come from an annuity background. National Western Life is equally adept at both annuities and life insurance. And we talk about bonuses on the annuity side, 2% bonus, 5% bonus, man, 10% bonus. We get all excited about this. Well, how about an 80% bonus, a 95% bonus? Now, what I'm talking about is the leveraging found in the policy. For example, if you had a male age 60, 100,000, the leveraging that they would get is 82, nearly 83%. They would get an initial face amount of $182,900. on that $100,000 deposit. And you go, Paul, well, that's not really a bonus. Well, I'm going to come back at you, isn't it? If the person passes away, somebody gets $182,000. That's $83,000 more than the client put in. If they get sick or hurt, they can tap into that $183,000 for their purposes. Man, that's real money. That's not fantasy. And that's why I talk about life insurance, in particular, single premium life of this design, like the ultimate bonus product. And in fact, if people have retreated from the marketplace looking for a way to recover those gains, specifically for funds that were designed to be either left on or to be used for funding for that emergency rainy day, like home health care or long-term care, this is a perfectly appropriate and probably even a superior vehicle to restore those values. Female, age 60, nearly 95% bonus. 100,000 going in, they'll start out with 195,000. That will vary over time and hopefully grow over time. Even at the older ages, 70-year-old male, 43.7% enhancement in value. 70-year-old female, 48%. And by the way, females have the mortality advantage, so they're going to get a little bit more. 80-year-old male. I think, well, it's not going to work for older people. 80 years old, over 20% increase in value even as they approach their last years. Female, even a little bit better in that regard. So ultimately, the appeal that we're talking about is here's an easy way to enhance value for people that don't have the time or resources to wait for the next recovery. You know, when we have these black swan events like we did at 9/11, like the financial meltdown, like now, like even in the 90s, the 80s, holy mackerel, we see these. Some people don't have the luxury of time to remain fully invested for their funds to recover. This is a way to get that done. Really, really powerful in that regard. We call this the next generation single premium life. It's got a guaranteed death benefit, 10% penalty-free withdrawals after the first year, return of premium. This is an 100% liquid product at all times. It's got chronic illness, accelerated benefits. The underwriting is easy. In fact, we do it at point of sale over the phone. Talk about the right time for the right product. That's pretty amazing. Let's get into the plan specifications. This offers a guaranteed death benefit to age 121. Please don't ask me about whole life. It's not 1958 anymore. And yes, whole life has its place, but I'm offering you all the guarantees of a whole life product with the superior rate of return. You have potential cash value growth for the death benefit. And when the cash value grows, the death benefit grows. And not only that, the funds for long-term care and home health care funding grow as well. Let's get into the product specifications. Premium classes are male, female, non-tobacco, tobacco. We keep it simple. Issue ages are 45 to 85, but make note that the age limit is going to change at the end of the week. We're going to issue 45 to 80. That is our concession to the prospective mortality impact of Corona on that older age segment. So typically we go up to age 85. We'll do that this week. If you're ready to go and Tony's team is ready to help you, you will get the ability to write somebody up to age 85. But as of Friday, April 3rd, we're reducing the eligibility age to age 80. Still covers the majority of your clientele. Minimum face amount is $25,000. And then here, sometimes this is a little deceptive because we talk about net amount at risk. And what that means is that's not the total limit of coverage. That is the actual amount of pure life insurance in excess of the money they put in. Because remember, this is a single premium deposit. And for products of this type, we have some of the most aggressive net amount at risk. In other words, more pure insurance. People ask, what's the minimum premium? It's the minimum premium to buy $25,000, and that varies by age. If you're 45 years old, it's about $8,200. If you're 85 years old, that's about $21,000 to get to that $25,000 of death benefit. So that varies by age. One of the key things here is that this is a great vehicle for the just-in-case alternative long-term care funding and home health care funding. This is not long-term care insurance. Thank goodness, because if it were, a lot of people don't qualify. There are products, and in fact, Insurance Agency Marketing Services has some great hybrid and linked products that are more focused on the long-term care benefit. What I'm showing you here is a product that does a lot of things good. Not any one thing great, but a lot of things good so that it can apply to just about every circumstance. So we have an accelerated benefit for chronic illness, and we have this benefit available wherever we sell the product. That includes California, that includes Ohio, that includes New Jersey, that includes Florida. And the reason that I say that is that those are traditionally difficult states to get this benefit approved in. We have it approved everywhere we sell, and we sell in all 49 states, Puerto Rico, and a couple of the territories as well. We're not in New York State. We will write New Yorkers if they're out of state, but right now they're not supposed to be traveling around, so we'll save that for another day. So what do we pay out? We pay 24% of the face amount in a form of 2% per month. So if the face amount was $100,000, 24% of that's $24,000. We pay $2,000 a month based on activities of daily living. That's bathing, continence, eating, dressing, toileting, transferring. There's an automatic cognitive assumption in there. We provide the benefit. It's payable to the client. This is not a reimbursable benefit. They qualify for it by way of their doctor. Their doctor certifies that they're eligible for the benefit, and we pay the check to them. That way, if they want to have a visiting nurse come in at home, great. If they want to pay a relative to help for their time and services, great. If they need simply modifications to their house so that they can be more independent, that's a great thing. This is an indemnity benefit payable to the client. It does allow for family care. So pretty powerful in that regard. The return of premium rider, it's always their money. This is the ultimate objection buster, ladies and gentlemen. What if I need my money? Well, you can get at it in a couple of different ways, but if you have a change of circumstance, you can get all your money back at any point in time. Really powerful. It's the ultimate objection buster. And the good news is people rarely exercise it because they understand the value of the benefits. It's a standard feature. It's included in all policies. If you, in your practice, use return of premium annuities, please stop and start doing this. It's better for your client. It'll pay you more. End of report. It's that good. So if you use return of premium annuities in your practice, stop. Use this instead. There's no waiting period for it. It's the ultimate objection buster, as we said. But it doesn't have to come to that, ladies and gentlemen, because you can get 10% penalty-free withdrawals out of this product. Look, National Western Life has been known as an annuity company. So when we designed our version of this product, we designed it to look, feel, and taste like an annuity product. It's that powerful and that good. So you can get 10% penalty-free withdrawals out. So if people need liquidity, they can get liquidity. You can get policy loans as well. And really, the full surrender return of premium is fail-safe liquidity. So we don't want to use that. The interest options, this is really, really amazing here. These are actual rates of return. Now, I got to put an asterisk in here. These were up January 10th. We index quarterly. And so the next index date's coming up on April 10th. I don't think that's going to be that pretty, but that's going to be a zero hero year for those people. They didn't lose value. They didn't lose money. But for this period of time, the last index date that we had, 13.7 on a monthly average with the participation rate, 16.98% on a monthly point-to-point with a monthly cap of 3.75, and then an annual point-to-point with the cap of 10% is maxed out. Now, here's the good news. With all this downward pressure on the market, the turmoil, your clients, the beauty of indexing, and this is index-linked interest, the beauty of indexing is they're going to lock in at a lower trigger point, and so, or base point. And so when we get the recovery, and I'm sure we will, and values are restored, they're going to be able to take advantage of that while still having all the underlying guarantees of this. And by the way, fixed rate on this product is and continues to be 3.45%. So, hey, not a bad place to be in this low interest rate environment. Here I show you, it's pretty busy, but we track and publish all the rates of return for our products. And yeah, let's see, we go back. There's some zeros there. We had some zero hero years. You look close enough. There's some 19s, 18s in there. Really, really good. And this is why I'm a big advocate of the indexed chassis for interest. It just gives you better potential. And if you have all the underlying guarantees of a whole life, why not go to an index chassis and give your client the chance to get potential upside with these strategies? You know, I've done the work already. If you backtrack in any 10-year period with these strategies, they've done on average between 6 to 8%. Now, I just showed you some great returns there. It's going to be anywhere from there to zero. Zero is the hero, particularly today, man. I tell you what, you are a hero to your clients. And for those that you recommended fixed index-linked products, they didn't lose any money, you know, while everybody else is scrambling to explain what happened. Good for you, good for them. Underwriting, simple. It's done all over the phone. How about that? Pretty easy to do. Flexible hours. We go and are open to 10:30 Central Time or 10:30 East Coast Time. So really powerful there. 9 to 6 on Fridays. So you have that opportunity to be able to do business anytime from anywhere. We have modified our new business procedures as well. We typically work off a paper app. That's going to change in about 2 weeks. Tony, you want to make note of this for your team. We're going to be on the Firelight platform, which is featured at Insurance Agency Marketing Services for this product. In the meantime, you can do DocuSign as an alternative. All our forms are fillable. You can overnight go back and forth. And for the scene business requirement, all that's required is that you've seen the client in the past 45 days. That's prior to the crisis now. And if you haven't, or if you're dealing with a new client, all you need to do is have a video conference with them just to verify identity and verify who they are. So really neat and easy there. But people ask me, Tony, and this comes up a lot, is, you know, what are the questions? Is my client eligible? Listen, most of your clients are going to be eligible. Most of your prospects are going to be eligible. Pretty much if they're walking and talking, they'll be eligible for this product. We do ask the traditional medical types of questions, but we tell you what the questions are. It's like an open book test. You know, we give you the questions in advance. We ask you to review these questions with the client. You know, here's question number 3 that I'm looking at. Do you use any medical appliance such as oxygen respirator, dialysis machine, or have a defibrillator implanted? The answer is either yes or no. If it's yes, they're not eligible. If you get a yes on any of these questions, not eligible. But if it's no, then you move on. Let's go further. You know, people ask me about, you know, major health events. We designed this product, ladies and gentlemen, to handle one major life event or even chronic ongoing events. The key for us, typical questions that you get, will you cover diabetics, adult onset diabetics? The answer is yes. The question number 7B, for example, have you taken insulin prior to age 40? Yes or no? What that says subtly is that if you're an adult onset diabetic with symptoms manifesting after age 40, even if you're on insulin, you're eligible for the benefit. Pretty great. Well, Paul, how about cancer and these other dread diseases? Well, look at question 8. Within the past 3 years, have you been diagnosed by a medical professional with leukemia, lymphoma, melanoma, internal cancer? And that's pretty severe. But note the bracket, note the window, the past 3 years. If you have had a cancer event 4 years ago, the answer to this question is no, it's not within the past 3 years. It was 4 years ago, 5 years ago. So you could have had even cancer and still be eligible for this product. Another typical thing that happens in this age bracket, cardiovascular events. Note the question 10. Within the past 10 years, have you had these major events? And people sometimes they kind of worry about it. So it's like, what are you guys up to? Well, the reality is that if you had a major life event during your lifetime and you took care of it, you had angioplasty, you had chemo, you had radiation therapy if it was cancer, your mortality is actually as good, if not better, than somebody that has not had a life event yet. You know what the worst prospect is for us and maybe for you? Somebody that's age 70 and says to you, I've never been to the doctor ever. I've never been sick a day in my life. That person probably has a lot of stuff going on. You just don't know what it is. We're not asking any additional questions relative to COVID. It's just right there. So the other thing that we do in terms of underwriting is that we do the a prescription drug check. And that is a way of us verifying their overall health. So the medical questions, prescription drug check are the two primary underwriting tools that we use. And that's it. So ultimately, your clients can leave money for children or grandchildren. They can minimize or eliminate tax liability with wealth transfer. They can do all kinds of great types of ideas. I'm going to move on for there because we talked about market recovery. We talked about locking in gains. We talked about establishing a legacy at a discount. This is a great idea as well. Somebody has the idea of leaving money behind and they have it in a bank account somewhere. Well, they're paying 100% on the dollar. This way they can do it at a discount. I'm going to talk on one final thing, Tony, and then we'll open it up to questions. And that is people say to me, agents say to me, I got a lot of clients, but they have their money locked up in annuities and or IRAs, qualified accounts. What can we do with that? Well, we've got a solution for that. In fact, we call it lifetime returns solutions. And this is basically a way to take IRAs and annuities and make it tax efficient wealth transfer. What we do simply is basically sell a combination of products, 5 or 10 year SPIA, and the life insurance in conjunction. It's all one package. It's very simple and easy. The underwriting is the same. And what this allows the client to do is to structure their taxable event over time. The money goes into the SPIA, single premium immediate annuity. That is a tax-free exchange. There's no taxes on the exchange. They get the leveraging of the full value of that deposit. And then we pay into the life insurance over 5 or 10 years. We give the client the option for us to withhold his or her taxes. So essentially it's painless to them. And then the net premium will buy the life insurance, and then those benefits are tax-free. By the way, this concept is really a great way to do an alternative inherited IRA as well. For those of you that have been studying the Secure Act, very difficult now to do a traditional stretch IRA or inherited IRA. Very, very narrow exceptions. for it now. It's effectively dead for the most typical selling scenarios. Now you can use this. The new inherited IRA can go no longer than 10 years without being fully maxed out or paid out. Well, here's a way you could have 10 payments into a product that will satisfy the inherited IRA distribution rule. And then at the end of the day, at the end of the 10 years, there's a huge tax-free death benefit that's been indexed. That's pretty neat and pretty powerful. So the lifetime return solutions gives you the leverage of single premium, the tax deferral over 5 or 10 years of taxes with the same point of sale underwriting that its sister product, Lifetime Return Select, offers. So our alternative new business procedures, 45 days seen. So you're good there if you've seen your client within 45 days. Otherwise, a video conference, DocuSign as a means of doing the business by email, or you can certainly just overnight documents back and forth. That's perfectly fine as well. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to EAP on this product on the Firelight platform, already embedded and offered by Insurance Agency Marketing Services. And speaking of Insurance Agency Marketing Services, Tony, let's turn it back to you. Thank you. And thank you, the audience, for taking time and serving your clients. We can work with them right now. You can work with them right now. And remember that age change occurs at the end of the week. So your 81 to 85-year-old clientele are still eligible till the end of the week.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Not quite yet. So I'm waiting till you turn it over. See?
Yep.
There it is.
All
The
right.
Shores of Serenity. Fantastic.
All right, cool. Okay, so I wanted to open this up for any questions that you guys may have. Just go ahead and type those questions in, and I'll go ahead and answer those. So let me see if we have anything. All right. Okay, this is a long one. Okay, so you ready,
All right.
Paul? All right.
I'm ready.
It says, my client company is closing operations here in Florida. She may have 40,000 of a 401k money. Would this product accept qualified funds? And if so, could I get an illustration? So the rest of it is just specifics where I could run an illustration. So Paul, I'm going to let you go ahead and answer that.
Okay. Well, certainly. So, again, every situation is unique. So, we want to emphasize with this product that these funds, it is life insurance. And so the key focus and the key benefit is the tax-free death benefit. So not knowing what your client's purpose is with those funds, the 401k funds of 40,000, if those were funds that she was ultimately setting aside as a legacy for somebody else, then that would be perfectly fine. And this would be a great way to enhance that value. However, if these were funds that she intended to use for her retirement to provide an income of some sort to supplement Social Security, then this would not be a good choice for her. And the good news is that Tony has a robust annuity department as well that includes National Western Life. And the alternative recommendation, if those funds are for live on, not leave on, would be to use those funds, maybe use a bonus product, add an income rider to get guaranteed growth for retirement, and do that. The great news is that Insurance Agency Marketing Services, they could do both. So Tony's going to get you your life quote, but if you determine that this is ultimately for retirement and leave on and not for legacy and wealth preservation and wealth transfer, his team can help you with that as well.
And I will follow up with this agent in regards to this question to determine that. So.
Perfect.
Okay, next question. How soon, how much is return? And I'm assuming, hold on. I'm assuming they're talking about return of premium.
Okay, so we'll talk about returns and return of premium. Let's talk about return of premium. The return of premium is available from day one. There is no waiting period. There are other companies and other products in this shelf space, some of whom have waiting periods of 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, even 5 years. Our return of premium is available from day one. Now, here's the downside. We'll talk about that. There is a chargeback of commission in the first 3 years. 100% year one, 75% year two, 50% year three. My more enterprising agents might say, hey, you can exercise full return of premium after 3 years, and that protects their commission. But I might add, Tony, that, we have people, these agents that you're working with, that I work with, they'll sell an annuity to an 80-year-old easily every day. Well, you know that in most circumstances, if that person dies in the first year, there's a chargeback, either 100% or 50% of the commissions earned. The beauty of single premium life, I've had this question come up. Well, what if my client dies? Is there a chargeback? No, even from day one. It's life insurance and it's built in for that. So only the exercise of the return of premium, and only in the first 3 years will you get a chargeback. Now, I'll take the second part of that, the other implication. Well, what are the returns? The returns are locked in annually. So all our strategies are annual reset strategies. To get the volume purchasing of the index strategies on behalf of our clients, we index quarterly. January, April, June, and October are the months that we will index on these products. So 4 times a year, on the 10th, we'll do that. So that addresses the return question, Tony, both ways.
Okay. All right. Next one. We're on a roll here. All right. The net amount of risk for age 56 through 75, 300,000. Does that mean the client cannot deposit 300,000, or after deposit, the death benefit cannot be more than 300,000?
Yeah, well, again, the net amount at risk, and the beauty of this is our software, Tony, as you know, you work with it every day. It will show, and we will tell you what the maximum deposit is. Remember, the net amount at risk is the insurance above the deposit. So, for example, a 60-year-old can put in like about 200,000 total, because that will buy them about 400,000 in death benefit. So we have a limit per age, so that net amount of risk is over and above the premium they put in. Because remember, with single premium life, a percentage of the death benefit is the money they put in. They're getting the return of their premium by way of the death benefit. So the easiest way to do it is, if you've got somebody in mind and you've got a deposit in mind, I got a 55-year-old with 300,000, just send Tony an email or message him now. He'll run the quote. You'll have the quote by lunchtime and you'll be good to go. So, but remember, the net amount at risk is not the maximum face. The maximum face varies by age and by gender. So we have that. So, and in fact, Tony, I'll take the next question. I'm looking up my spreadsheet here that has the maximum amounts of deposits we'll take. But let's go to the next question first, and I'll come back to that.
Okay. I don't know if you can provide any more information than what you have on the return of premium. It's asking describe, or not it's. They're asking describe return of premium in greater detail.
Okay, return of premium is I'll do this. It's basically a money back guarantee. It is the return of the money that you put into the policy at all times. We can elaborate on it. It goes even further than that. Your clients will receive as a surrender value the greater of the money they put in, or the cash value, whichever is greater. So that's how that works. Now, Tony, I did have a chance to come back to the net amount at risk, and I just want to give some ideas about the maximum amounts of money we can take. So, for example, a 45-year-old male, we can take $391,000 in premium. That'll buy them over $1 million in death benefit. 50-year-old male, $489,000 in premium, $1,184,000 in death benefit. 60-year-old male, $509,000 maximum deposit, $949,000 in death benefit face amount. So we can take smaller amounts. Again, the minimum face is $25,000, so it can be very, very modest there. So it can be a great middle market or even lower market type of product. Or for the middle income and upper income, higher net worth people, man, this is, the one product in common that you'll find that smart, wealthy people will have, they have a lot of life insurance because they understand the nature of the tax-free death benefit, the tax-free accumulation within the product. And of course, depending upon the design of the product, there's even ways to get money out tax-free. This product is not designed as an income product. Yes, we can do that, but there's certain features in this product design that may make it less efficient to be an income generator, but it's certainly an outstanding solution for death benefit and for maximizing funds set aside for long-term care and home health care.
Excellent. And just to circle back on the return of premium, I want you to reiterate as far as the chargeback in the first 3 years, as far as commission.
Yeah, chargeback. Yeah, the chargeback is 100% in the first year, 75% in the second year, and 50% in the third year. Once you get to the end of the third year, they can exercise return of premium, and there is no chargeback.
Okay, let's see here. All right. And I'm just sifting through. I think we may have. Here's one. All right. On the application, question number 9. What about question number 9? It mentioned a cancer occurrence.
Yes. So question number 9. Again, we talk, and I'm going to get to that question here in a second. Just let me get to that part of the application. So it'll just take me a second.
Maybe to flip back to you.
Let's see. Hang on for a second. Let's just see. Let me see if I get there. Okay. So yeah, if you flip it back to me, so we can just touch upon these questions.
Yep.
Okay.
Just a second.
All right. So the gentleman had a question, and again, we give you these questions. You review these with the client. And when we do the interview, we don't ask the questions again. We ask the client, did the agent go over the questions with you? Key here. So the question that the caller is referencing is question number 9. Have you been diagnosed by a member of the medical profession as having more than one occurrence of any metastasis of any cancer in your lifetime? More than one occurrence or an amputation? So remember I said we allow you one major health event? That's the question. If you've had reoccurrences of cancer, even if it was in that 3-year window, then you're not eligible. That's, we have to make a decision. And the beauty is that Tony and his team, Jesse and Jason and Reed, all have a menu of products. I don't think, Tony, that you can't find a policy for just about 99.9% of the prospects your clients bring you, whether it's a graded death benefit, an impaired risk product, or or a mainline product with table rating, or ideally getting them a decent rating. So for us, the question to the client and the question for the agent that was asked, if there's more than one occurrence of cancer in that client's situation, then they are ineligible for this particular product. But they may be eligible for other products that IAMS offers.
Okay. Yeah, and I will kind of expound on that. You are correct. Um, Based on client's health, we may not be able to get them what it is that they're wanting. And again, that's just purely based on an underwriting experience, but we can find something that can fit a need as far as insurance coverage is concerned. So, all right. I think that is it. So let me reiterate to everyone, if you have any additional questions, as far as the life department is concerned, there are 4 life sales directors. There's myself, Tony Butler, and there's my email address here. It's tony@imsinc.com. We have Reed Starks. Reed, Jess, and Jason are in our Topeka office. All of those gentlemen are currently working from home, as is Lawrence, and Lawrence is currently on lockdown, but they are available, and there are their email addresses. Or you can give us a call. Number here is 800-255-5055. So if I'm not available, Reed, Jess, or Jason can help you out, and vice versa. Paul, do you have anything to add?
Other than, hey, we're going to get through this. National Western Life is finding all kinds of ways for you to do business. And man, you know, when you think about it, aren't most people now focused on their mortality and family and what they can do for their family? And ultimately, the purchase of life insurance, the recommendation of life insurance on your part, is really the greatest gift that anyone can give to their family. And the beauty is, with accelerated benefits and policy value growth, this is a great product. You can do well by doing good, not only your clients, but for yourself by serving this vital need. So I thank you on behalf of National Western Life for what you do and how you help people protect their values.
And I will add one final point. In today's climate, as you mentioned, Paul, with interest rates going down, if you've got clients that are concerned about their money and there's just money sitting aside that they're looking to pass on, they want to leave a legacy, single premium life is definitely a great opportunity for you as an agent, and also something that will benefit the client. Lastly, with the current environment that we have and agents unable to get in front of clients, this is an excellent opportunity to use to still sell because you do have the ability to do electronic applications. So you're still able to submit applications even though you may not be in front of the client. So please, please give us a call if you have any questions. For those of you that were looking for additional information, I will get that out. Have a polling question that I want to share with everyone here. If you would like more information on what we discussed, I do have a polling question that I'm going to put up here. I'll make sure to get that out to you. And it looks like quite a few of you would like additional information, so I'll make sure to get that to you. All right, let me close that out. And if you're not appointed with National Western Life and you're interested in getting appointed, I have a polling question for that as well. I will make sure we get you taken care of on that end. All right, I'll leave this up for a few more seconds as people are still voting. All right, I'll close that down. And with that, Paul, thank you for taking time out of your Monday morning to discuss this with you. And for all of you agents, thank you for taking time out of your Monday to attend this webinar.
Thank you, Tony.
All right, everybody take care, stay safe.